Okay, Bo, we're at the top of the hour. Over to you.
Yeehaw. All right, guys, I'm going to share my screen here. The other day, last week, we've still been doing, well, we're actually all year going to be working on with Eric Worre in his training. And, I tell you, for 24 years that we've been in network marketing, we've understood about the penny doubled and thought that was pretty cool. And my screen just went off. Uh-oh. Um, Come on. Okay, there we go. And Eric went through a pretty interesting training last week, and it was really about the penny doubled and comparing it to our efforts in our business. And then he brought up something at the end that I'm going to share with you here. And I'll tell you up front that our assignment today is to do as normal and go out and prospect. But I want us to keep in mind about the penny doubled, and here's his kind of analogy. He talks at two ends of the penny doubled. When you're and basically each day being a day of prospecting and committed to prospecting, and then talking about the success and how that breeds more and more success as you stay on target and on track for prospecting every day, sharing tools every day. But then he looks at the converse situation, and that is how, it's easy to actually do what we're supposed to do, but it's also really easy, actually more easy, of course, not to do what we're supposed to do. And what happens is, as we do what we're supposed to do, we become more and more responsible. We don't want to break the chain from the previous day, the previous week, and we want to fulfill our commitment. And that makes us feel responsible and comfortable doing what needs to be done. But it's also uncomfortable doing what needs to be done, in the sense that any given day, a friend could call, hey, let's go to the beach. The beaches are finally open. We don't have to wear our masks anymore, anything like that. So easy just to go, you know what? I'll call 4 people tomorrow instead of 2 people today or whatever. And on the other side of it, it's really the failure of staying within integrity of yourself. It's, like I said, it's easy not to do it. But what ends up happening in many of these scenarios, instead of us taking responsibility for ourselves, we start blaming others. And we're living in more of a comfortable environment during that, because we're not having to do what's, sometimes tough to us, which is doing the prospecting every day. But what happens is the people that are doing the prospecting every day are only the 1%. 99% of the people are actually taking a day off here, taking a day off there. Because why? Because it's easy, right? And as we move forward through the month, each day, we talk, as you look at this example of the penny doubled, hey, after 10 days, you're only at $5.12. You're like, no big deal. I'm going to go to the beach today. No big deal. On the 20th day, you're at $2,621, or at $5,242. And you're like, that's all right. I mean, hey, whatever, the family's having a birthday party or whatever, instead of me getting up early or staying up a little late and finishing my prospecting, I'm just going to go, and that's more comfortable. And then all of a sudden you're not getting the results when you're not doing the work, and blame goes on to, oh, geez, yeah, those guys didn't understand, so they invited me to the beach or whatever else. But here's what really got me, and like I said, I've understood the theory of the penny doubled for a month and the story that goes along with it. Somebody offers you $1 million today or a penny doubled each day for a month. Which would you take? And as you can see down here, on the 30th day, you're at over $5 million. So you're praying it's a 31-day month. But here is the scary part when you look at the analogy we were just talking about, as far as committing to doing your prospecting, your work every day, your commitment. Every day that you don't do it, it cuts in half. So instead of making $10,737,000, if you take off one day, you're down to $5,368,000. In a normal month, you'd take off 8 days, right? Because, hey, you got 4 weekends, 8 days. Well, 8 days here, on the 22nd day, you're looking at basically $21,000 instead of $10,737,000. This just all of a sudden flipped for me. I'm like, I have definitely at times been taking the easy road here. I have not been really thinking about the commitment, being responsible to myself and to my business. And so what I'm thinking of a little bit here, and I'm going to stop screen sharing because I hope to see your faces. There we go. Is I'm wondering if everybody here, including the people that are going to be watching via video, if you'd be willing, because I'm willing and I'm going to commit to do this for 31 days. And all I'm talking about is reaching out. I would love it if you would commit to 2 tools a day as opposed to 2 contacts a day. But imagine what that can do for your business. It's not $10 million, okay? As far as doubling, maybe over time. But I think that if we can put in that consistent activity, we will find out that it just cascades on itself. And as well as I believe that it will become more of a habit for all of us so that we can have more success at the end of the day. Does all of this make sense about how that division happens? Each day halves your results.
Yeah. Right.
To me, that was a slap in the face, really. It's just like, wow, this is the penny doubled was easy for me. Yeah, 31 days, you make 10 million bucks instead of $1 million bucks. That's awesome. But 30 days, I make half. 29 days, I make a quarter. That didn't sink in till Eric kind of pressed that for me. So anyway, show of hands, and this is, I mean, everybody's got life, I get it, but show of hands who's willing to do this. Today is, holy crap, the 29th of March. We'll call it the 29th of April because there's 31 days in this month. April, yes. So, I mean, hey, I'm not going to be on your shoulder watching you. Nobody's sitting there twisting your arm or anything to that effect, but it's going to be our own psyche that's going to keep us going, that's going to keep us on track. I believe at the end of the month of the 31 days, we will each be far, far stronger mentally, feel way better about ourselves in terms of being responsible, taking radical responsibility for what we're doing with our business, as well as, was everybody able to make Saturday's Envision event? Okay, did you guys hear Dave Silverman about what's happening right now? What ASEA is putting together that we're going to learn about in Nashville is absolutely going to make this business explode. And we all want as many people on board when that happens so that we can leverage and garner what's going to happen in the future. Right? I mean, the size of the net that we cast in between now and September will really depend on our success through the year and through our business. It only makes sense that if we get more people to Nashville or more people in our business to be able to leverage this new system that's coming along or this new whatever ASEA is putting together, that we will be able to succeed at a much, much higher level because there'll be multiple people taking advantage of it instead of just ourselves. So you guys make a commitment in your minds, write it, put it to paper, and we'll go from there. It is, I've been a little bit long here, I apologize. So we're gonna go for 20 minutes and just at the end of the 20 minutes, let's just talk a little bit about what your thoughts are on this whole theory and what you're willing to do about it. All right, Sins, there we go.